Shalom. This is an emergency broadcast alert. Giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahushua Ba'ashim, Rekakadash, in whom we are in great debt. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who were well, continue doing so, standing firm in the eyes of Torah, who I learned this truth from. To the elders, the bishops, Akim and Akwab, salutations and blessings to the house of David. We're all the hopeful elect. This is your brother Quasiyar with another quick one. And this is pretty much going into what I've always thought of it. I always thought about it kind of weird, and I didn't like it for one bit. Doctors was always trying to convince me, and I'm like, listen, man, I don't feel nothing. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that shit. And to this day, they keep convincing me, but the Lord just put it in my head. Because I was watching someone joking about it, an Edomite joking about it, maybe, I don't know, about 6 months ago, and the Lord just popped it into my head right now, and it says, I started looking, and it's kind of weird how, well, not weird, man, because that's how the Spirit works, but yeah, I always thought about it, that it was kind of like buck breaking in the new in the sense of new like in the new era. In other words, it's like this is the new way of buck breaking, man. And it says sexual violence towards enslaved men in America, and that's how I fucking felt. Salakia, but for the wording, man, but I felt violated, man. It was violence, when they said it, that was, vexing, man. And then, the first times I heard it, I didn't even know about buck breaking. I didn't know nothing about that. I started learning it, when I was, in my older age, and it just, it just keeps. It's vexing, man. It's just, really fucking vexing, man, to have these people keep telling you about this, man, when there's solutions for it, man, that you don't have to do that no more. Like they keep pushing, putting a finger up you, man, because they like that shit. Right? Salakia. And this guy over here making a joke out of it, but this guy's making a joke out of it. I'm pretty sure they did that shit to him, man. He don't care. Man. Where is it? So, I googled. I just pretty much. When was it discovered that a simple blood test can be used to check for prostate cancer? And it says co-pilot. The discovery that a simple blood test could be used to check for prostate cancer came from the identification of prostate specific antigen, PSA, in the 1970s. In the 1970s, immunologist Richard J. Ublin at the University of Buffalo first observed PSA in human prostate tissue. Building on this, T. Manchu, like Fu Manchu, anyway, and his team at Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Center set out to develop a blood test for early prostate cancer testing. In other words, you can detect it very early stages, by getting a simple blood test. By 1979, Chu's colleagues had characterized and purify PSA, and in 1980, scientists including Lawrence D. Papsidero confirmed its present in the blood of prostate cancer patients. Chu introduced the PSA test in the early 80s as a way to detect elevated PSA levels in the blood, which could signal early stage prostate cancer. Before PSA, the only screening method was the digital rectal exam, which often detects cancer too late for cure. PSA was more sensitive for early detection, though it was later found to have limitations in specifically. In other words, they want to keep sticking you, man. They want to keep putting you. They just told you if they did that, it's too late. They can't help you if they put their finger up the ass, man. Excuse my language. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, approved the PSA test for monitoring prostate cancer in 1986, marking the point when it became a wide used clinical tool. And why they keep telling you that they want to do that? They want to use the finger when this is available, man. Salakia. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye, Salakia. This is 11. This is Ephesians 6, verse 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And that includes everything this system pushes up on you, man. Everything, including this. This is 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 2, verse 11. Let Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And that includes everything that he's pushing on us, man. Everything. Anyways, I hope this was satisfying. Shalom.